Hi! You're here because you want to learn how to make a good starting screen or ending screen or be right back screen in your stream? Well, you've come to the right place. Let's get right to it. We are sitting in DaVinci just as usual, and we are gonna start in the edit page. Go down to the little cog in the bottom and check that your frames are 60 and your resolution is whatever resolution you're streaming at. For me, it's 1080p. Then create a new fusion composition, make it about 10 seconds long, and put it down in your timeline, and let's do some magic. We're heading into the fusion page and we're gonna create the background right away, as we always do. Move it all the way to the left so we get a good overview of how our project is looking. For this particular one, I'm gonna choose a 4-corner. I'm gonna choose my normal color scheme, which is purple and light teal, which you know by now since you've been here a couple of times before. And there we go. I don't know why this is not showing right now, but the background looks like this. For some reason there's, I don't know. There's not supposed to be a merge node here. That might probably be why. This is just supposed to go, yeah, that's it. You're thinking, this isn't that fun. I know, you're right, it's not. So we're gonna make a pass noise and we're gonna play around with this for a bit. I choose to put this at 0.05 seed rate, which gives just a smooth background movement. Then we can go in here and we can put the blend down just a tiny bit. Put this to multiply. No, put this to overlay. And yeah, the movement is there. It looks good. Let's do something crazy. Let's go to difference. Difference is a cool one. This, you can see the colors are not at all the ones I chose. It gives me kind of a rainbowy feel to the whole video. Just see it's around. Whoosh, like that. And if you want to make the seed rate, if you don't want it to be as visible that it's a loop, you can, instead of having seed rate, you can do this. You can put it at 0, then halfway through the video, which here is 300 frames, put the seed at like 0.8. I think that should be, okay, that's very slow. 0.8 is too slow. Oh wait, sorry. No, let's remove these frames. Go back to the start. I forgot to add a keyframe where the seed rate is 0. Yeah, this moves good enough. And then you can actually put it at 1. I think 1.2. I think that's gonna make a nice. Yeah, that's fast enough. Fast enough for a background. And in the ending, we're gonna put this back to 0. This will make it go up to 1.2 and then seed back to 0 before it eventually loops, which will make it very hard to see that this is a looping animation. And I get it, you're still thinking, but this is still too boring. I need like I need something to tell them that I'm coming on soon. We're getting there. Don't worry. We're gonna create some 3D objects now. By pressing the T, you get the text. And then you get the camera, you get the light. And we're gonna merge everything into the light merge one here, which goes out to the camera. And let's see, have I missed something? We have a text, we have a spotlight. We need a renderer. The spotlight is not the one that's supposed to go into the renderer, that's the camera. And as you can see right now, there's nothing to be shown. That's because there's nothing there. I'm gonna start by going into the text one, writing our little text here, starting soon, that everyone will know what's up. Me, myself, I like this, one, the, oh my goodness, why can't I, there we go. You can see here in the text here follows for some reason, which it's it's not gonna look like that when it's done. If I put up this one here, see that you can't actually see anything, but you will be able to, trust me, it will work. What's happening? Where is the camera? Oh wait, I get why this is wrong. The merge node is supposed to go into the renderer. That and the camera is supposed to go like that. That's why it's not working. Sorry about that once more. There we go. Now you can see the merge one here. Let's put the renderer up to the right page. And there you can see, there it's rendered. You can see the text showing up. It's a tad bit big. I give you that, but we'll just move the camera back. Yeah, something like that. Now you can see the whole text. It's there. Might be a bit big for you still. So let's just go into the text and alter the size just a tiny bit. Change the color to something that matches my color scheme. And go into your renderer. And this is where the magic will start happening. Enable lightning, enable shadow. And we're gonna go into the spotlight that's over here. We're gonna see it's not very bright. You can see that little light there, but that's the cone angle's fault. And we're gonna put it in a better position. And I know navigating in this 3D area might feel hard, but I know navigating in this 3D area might be hard, but it's not as hard as you think. I'm gonna make that a bit smaller so that it actually covers just about the middle here. And that's all we're gonna do with that light. It's not gonna do anything else. We're gonna go into 3D, we're gonna go into extrusion, we're gonna make it, give it some depths. And this, what this does is that it actually gives it, you can see that it actually has a other dimension. Like if I do this, it becomes really thick. Don't have to be that thick. This is enough. And then we're gonna put a other light source, but this one is going to be ambient light. Bam. So that you can see this ambient light, give it a bit more intensity so that the whole world is still lit up. But it's only the light in the middle that gives off this gleaming thing. Then, last part. Now, here is the thing that we're going to like, how do you say? I'm going to choose transform lines and go to rotation. I'm going to go back to 0 frames. Then I'm going to, you see what these do? They rotate what I've written. If you don't choose line, if you choose characters, for example, this happens. You rotate them all. This can also give a good effect, and it's up to you to choose really. What's important is that you go to your 0 frames, you put a keyframe where this is centered and standing still. And then let's say it takes a second, and it will rotate 89.9 degrees. The reason for this is at 60.1 frames, this is a very subtle difference. We'll go to -90, and then at 120 frames, or 119.9, it is going to be going back to 0. That's actually, I could have put that at 120. So let's remove that. Let's put it at 120. It's good enough. And let's put it at 0. That's gonna give you this effect right here. Gonna start rotating. That hitches a lot. We don't want that. We don't want that kind of hitch. And that's mainly why I choose the lines one instead of the characters. I'm gonna remove all these keyframes because I don't want it to look like that. I'm gonna choose the lines, go back to 0 frames, rotate it 18, no, go back to 60 frames, and 59.9 is good enough too. Rotate it 89.9 degrees. And then at 60 frames, it's gonna be minus 90. And at 120 frames, it's going to be 0. We're gonna get this so that you see that when it comes back, it's still forward. We don't want the text to be backwards. That's really what we're going for here. Now you're probably thinking, but just rotating once. Why are you already done? And no, of course I'm not. What we're gonna do is we're gonna click the text. We're gonna go into the spline here. We're gonna choose text 3D, line angle Y, zoom out till you can see this little, it's very little in here. These are your keyframes in the seat one, the ones you can see at least. Let's just make sure we have them all marked. We go down here and there is this little button. Looks kind of like a V. Press that one, remove the spline, and as you can see, it's gonna rotate. And it's gonna rotate back. And over your little background here, this is what it's gonna look like. The reason it's lagging right now is because it's rendering at the same time. That's basically what you can do. This is very easy. It's a 10-minute job that everyone can do. Feel free to play around with the settings, see what you can make out of this, change the font, add other effects. There's so much to play around with, but this is just a basic one. And if you want it to be an ending screen, you just change the text to ending soon, or you can change it to be right back, whatever. And that's basically it. That's all you have to do. It is. The background will be seething as it's supposed to. Don't worry about the lag. That's just because it can't play it back at full speed. So let's go to deliver. Choose a pro place to put this, like this computer, movies. Save it as poopy. And choose MP4. That's what I always do when it's not something that has to be transparent or anything like that. Add it to the render queue. Render it. After it's rendered, open up your OBS. I've already created a media source for this. Let's go into it. Let's browse into movies and we choose our poopy. We choose loop and this one is supposed to be 100. No, and done, and we see it. Here it is. Bam ba da bam. And you can't see that it's actually looping, you know? Just goes around. And if you think it's a bit too fast, just change the speed here. 7 to 2. Looks a bit smoother. Does what you want it to. That's it. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comment section below. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and you'll get notification whenever I post something new. Also, come hang out on Twitch, ask me whatever you want about DaVinci, Photoshop, about gaming, about computers. I know more stuff than I let off here, because I'm a scatterbrain, but I would really like to hang out with you on Twitch. I'm live on Sundays, Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. I put my schedule down below, and a link to the channel as well. And I hope you all have a very good week, and we will see each other later.